Welcome to the I Am Worthy podcast, where we don't believe in choosing between this or that, but instead we are worthy of it all. I am your host, Brittany Noel, and despite being a licensed therapist, I know better than anybody what it's like to struggle with the doubt and fears behind the pursuit of your success in life, love, and your purpose. So join me as I uncover the secrets to becoming unapologetically worthy so that you can have, do, and be all things. Welcome back to another edition of the I Am Worthy podcast. You guys know I am Brittany Noel, your host, but I'm also a therapist. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a coach. I am a lot of things, y'all. I keep telling y'all this. I'm a lot of things. I enjoy being a lot of things. On the podcast, I am here as your guide on this journey as we move into this next version, uncovering this next version of who you're going to be. I'm simply here as your guide. And y'all know this month I have been talking about what is the journey to becoming worthy. I've been sharing with you guys my transparent, uncomfortable stories about the ways in which I realized I'm worthy without anybody's permission, without anybody's approval. I am worthy of everything that I want in my life. So today, y'all, we are continuing that conversation about our journey to becoming worthy. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is that as you are on your journey, we all at some point have to reach a revelation of the ways in which we are worthy of love. Love in every shape, sense of the word. Love is one of the things that I think grasping the concept of what love is, what it looks like, what it feels like, it can be difficult. And one of the reasons why it's hard is because everyone has a different understanding of what love is. They have a different definition of what love is. And I want to stretch your definition today of what you think love is. And in my own journey, I learned that love is not based off of conditions, that sometimes the people who love us many times are loving us from broken places because they have been broken in their own lives. They've been hurt in their own lives, that unconsciously they begin to use you as a filler for the ways in which they have voids. So instead of loving you for who you are, everything that you are, everything that you're not, they begin to love you for what they need. They begin to love you based on where they're hurt. They begin to love you based on where they are trying to fulfill parts of themselves that are still broken. And this can be your parents, this can be your friends, your siblings, your lover, your husband, your cousins, whoever. Sometimes people are loving us from broken places. And as a consequence, we develop a definition of what love is based off of brokenness. I had to learn that the people who loved me early in my life are loving me from broken places. And so one of the things that I learned was that in order for me to be lovable, I had to fulfill this need that this person had. So whatever you need from me, I will become that thing to prove to you that I'm worthy of your love. Because the minute that I am not what you need, you treat me differently. The minute I'm not available, the minute that I'm not your cheerleader, the minute that I'm not your place of happiness and warmth, the minute that I'm not that thing, I felt something different from you. And that is an example of what it means when you are being loved based on conditions. That I love you as long as you act this way. I love you as long as you are this thing. I love you as long as. Y'all, I want to introduce the concept that when we talk about what love is and the type of love you're worthy of love without all the fine print. That there's nothing that you need to shift into. There's nothing that you need to become. There's nothing that you need to tweak and change about yourself to be worthy of love. So for today, I just want to stretch your idea of what does it look like when I'm being loved for who I am, not what I do, not what I provide, not what people get from me, but what does the type of love that I truly desire look like? And not only what does it look like, but what does it feel like, y'all? One of the biggest points of guidance that God has given me is my ability to feel my way through life and through situations. And lately, one of the strongest guides He's reminded me of is the simple question of, does it feel like peace? Does it feel like peace? One of the revelations God asked, I don't know how many years ago, it had to be at least be 2 years ago. I was talking to God. I was like, God, my entire life I've been loved based on what I provided. People are attracted to my light. They are attracted to what I do. They are attracted to what I bring. They're attracted to my presence. And so they want to sit in my presence because of the high they get off of who I am. They want to sit in my presence because of what I provide when I walk into the room. And so I said, God, I don't know, how do I distinguish between the people who are loving me for who I am and the people who are loving me for what I do? And specifically in terms of romance, in terms of love, I said, God, I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell the difference. And God told me that you will know who He is because He will feel like home. He will feel like home for you. And so as I am navigating through life, one of the things that I know for sure that feels loving to me and is love is the feeling of peace. When you have grown up in chaos, when you have grown up where dysfunction was the norm, loud abrasiveness was the norm, disruption was the norm, you learn to value peace in a way that most people don't understand what peace is. And so as I'm navigating my relationships and I'm in relationship with people, God began to ask me, is this peace for you? Does this feel like peace for you? That does this add joy for you? Does this feel like a place where you can lay your head with a pillow? Does this feel like peace for you? And so peace became the compass in which I began to navigate. Where is my loving place? Redefining what love is means that you're going to have to put into priority the things that you need to be your highest and best self. Love for me looks like a place where I don't have to live life with a wall because of the unpredictability of who's in my realm. That the people who are in my inner circle, the people who are around me, love me in a way that allow me to be who I am, fully transparent and real, without feeling like I have to protect myself, without feeling like I have to shield myself, without feeling as if I need to attack first before they attack me. That's not peace. That's not love. When you really step into a place where you say, I'm worthy of real love, it means that you are prioritizing the things that you need that elevate you and push you into the next version of who you're becoming. That what feels loving is the place where I can evolve. What feels loving is the place where I can be totally transparent. What feels loving is I can be completely naked and still have all my clothes on, and you accept me. What feels loving to you? And a lot of the work that I do with my clients is really coming up with that new definition of what is love when it's not based on conditions. What does love feel like when it's not based on conditions? And y'all, while I would love to tell you that this process starts with defining how others love you, it starts with defining how you love you. Are you loving yourself based on conditions? Are you only loving to yourself when you get it right? Are you only loving to yourself when you have something to celebrate? Are you only loving to yourself when you feel like you've done something well? Loving yourself when it's not based on conditions means even on my worst day, I talk to you as if I love you. Even on my worst day, I forgive you because I love you. Even on my worst day. The type of love I'm talking about, you guys, is that there is no expectation that you be perfect to be worthy of love. There is no expectation that you look a certain way to be worthy of love. There is no expectation that you do or be anything except the best version that you can be in that moment. There have been many times where I have fallen short, y'all. Okay, I fall short every day. And I asked myself, was that the best you could do in that moment? Cool. I can accept that. I talk to myself as a lover. I talk to myself as a friend. I talk to myself as a motivator, because I have reached a level of love that says you're worthy of it. You don't have to earn it. So for today, you guys, I want you to walk away with the understanding that to truly be worthy of love means I have to prioritize the things that bring me peace, that bring me safety, that push me into this next version of who I'm becoming. And I have found that when we prioritize those things, loving gets easier. Loving with boundaries instead of walls gets easier. Loving freely gets easier. Existing in a state of constant love is easier when you have things in the right priorities. I want us to really move away from this concept of thinking we have to earn love, y'all. You don't. You don't earn it. You don't earn it. But it's given freely because you're worthy of it. And the people in your life who are unable to give you that type of love freely, they're loving you for them, not for you. So until next week, y'all, I want you to simply do a better job at loving you and loving those around you. Until next week, I will talk to you guys later so that we can continue this conversation about our journey to becoming worthy. Talk to you guys later.
That was another episode of the I Am Worthy podcast. If you like what you heard, please comment below and tell me how this content is helping you. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am so happy to be with you on this journey as we are all becoming more of ourselves in every area of our lives. Until our next episode, I will catch you guys later.